Good morning, sports fans! What's going on, y'all? Welcome to the defining moment right here on IE Sports Radio, your direct beat for all that is sports. This is me, your boy Larry B. Coming to you here live on a beautiful Saturday morning. It's a little gloomy in SoCal, but that's all right, y'all. We love a little gloom sometimes because the weather gets a little freaking hot. So I'm just saying it's kind of nice to enjoy the cold while we still can. Interestingly enough, it's June, so hey, I mean, we'll see. The weather has been very bipolar this year, so, one of those things. Regardless, enough about the weather. Let's get to it, y'all. We got sports here, sports there, sports everywhere. My goodness, everywhere we look right now. You gotta love it, right? Getting into summer. Congratulations to all the graduates out there, by the way, man. They deserve one, man. These guys, teach your life, man. Hashtag teach your life. So I just got to say, hey, big ups to them grads. Gotta love it. Congratulations. Congratulations to all them graduates out there doing their thing. But, of course, congratulations to a lot of different people, man. We have some lacrosse in the house today. Man, I'll tell you, we had some good stuff over Memorial Day weekend. 3 really good, well, I guess, I don't know, 1 really good race, 2 races that were, one that was, it was annoying, but it's all right. Stupid rain has its way of ruining things, but it also helps us very much. So, one of those deals. Also, y'all, we got to get into, talking about that lacrosse. We have teams that we got to crown champions today, both women's and men's lacrosse teams. Also, we got to talk a little bit about what is coming on up. We got the Olympics coming on up later on this summer, the Euro Cup, Copa America coming on up. Speaking of America, Club America just won the Clausura in Liga MX last weekend. We'll talk about that. That's their 5th title, you guys. Crazy, right? Today, there's a little game by the name of, the UEFA Champions League coming up today. Who will it be, y'all? Real Madrid or Borussia Dortmund? 2 solid teams. One team has won, as many freaking UEFA Champions League trophies as they can win with a leading 14. But Borussia Dortmund, the last time they won one, 1997, I was 8. Do the math, I'm old. Anyway, with that said, you got so many more things. The Women's College World Series is, man, it's a fun one. Oklahoma, can they reach that 4-peat? I don't know, but we got some fun stuff there to talk about. NHL playoffs, 2 Game 6s. What more can you ask for, right? Are we going to get Game 7s? Probably. I'm just saying. The NBA Finals have arrived. Celtics, Mavericks. Pick your team now. Ladies and gentlemen, I'm excited. This is me, your boy Larry B. You are now tuned in live to the defining moment right here on IE Sports Radio, your direct feed for all that is sports. Welcome, all you diehards out there, man. I just gotta say, big ups and thank you to everybody tuning in today. We're live like all over the place as per usual. Check us out, man. Show us some love. IE Sports Radio, your direct feed for all that is sports. We're doing big things, just, doing what we usually do, live all over the place via StreamYard. We're on our Twitter account, or X. We are on our Facebook account, YouTube. Greetings, all of you on our YouTube channel right now. On my personal X account, check me out, of course, at the THEE_LB53. Check us out all over the place. Like I said, we're here. We're not on TikTok right now live, but maybe soon. But we're all over the place. We're on iesportsradio.com for the first time today. Really excited for that one. I'm even live on my personal Instagram. Yeah, I'm just saying, guys, we are live freaking everywhere because that's just how we do it. That's how we roll. Appreciate you all so very much for tuning in, man. You guys are the best. Thank you, everyone tuning in all over the place, everywhere, all over those dang social media outlets. We appreciate you guys so very much, and thank you for being here this morning. So hopefully you got something nice and delicious to drink, some coffee, hopefully you're having some breakfast. Maybe you're on the East Coast and enjoying lunch. I don't know, but I'll tell you, we're here talking our sports. It's going to be a whole bunch of fun. As I said, today we got so much to get into. Memorial Day weekend last week was incredible. It's always awesome seeing those three races, right? Monaco, you have the Indy 500, and you have the Coca-Cola 600. IE Sports Radio has now been around for 10 years, you guys. So we've covered our fair share of those three races. And I'll tell you right now, it's been great over the last couple of years, the Indy 500 for sure. But the Coca-Cola 600, man, that was such a bummer. And then, of course, Monaco, the race that continues to be won on Saturday and not in the actual race on Sunday. What am I talking about? We're going to get into that, of course, in just a little bit later as well. But first things first, y'all, we got to pay the bills, man. Big ups to our sponsors, man. Got to show some love. Here's a word from our two awesome sponsors, and well, Larry B will be back in just a few minutes. You are listening to The Defining Moment right here on IE Sports Radio, your direct feed for all that is sports. We'll be right back after this.
IE Sports Radio fans, this show is brought to you by Planet Jerky Premium Brisket Beef Jerky. Planet Jerky is the official jerky of the 2022 California League champion Lake Elsinore Storm, single-A affiliate of the San Diego Padres. This all brisket jerky has gluten-free options, contains no MSG, no sodium nitrate, is low in sugar, and high in protein. Go to their website at planetjerky.net and follow them on Instagram at Planet Jerky. Planet Jerky, the jerky that's on a whole other planet.
Hey there, IE Sports Radio fans. Be sure to check out our sponsor, Seal the Deal Wax Seals by Cecilia B. You just finished your very own wedding or baby shower invitations and you're looking for that extra special touch? Maybe you just wrote a letter to a relative or a friend and you want to add to their smile when they receive it. Then seal the deal with Cecilia's handmade sealing wax stamps for your invitations, letters, and gifts. You bring the deal, we'll bring the seal. You can find them on Instagram at sealthedeal_wax stamps and on Facebook, Seal the Deal Wax Seals.
That's right, ladies and gentlemen. Big ups to our awesome sponsors, man. I mean, as always, right? We got to show a little love to our awesome sponsors. Oh, while we're boogieing down over here, right? We're just getting jerky, delicious premium brisket beef jerky, always delicious, man. Gotta head on back to these guys, man. Amazing jerky. They have been the official jerky of IE Sports Radio for over a year now. So thank you to those guys, man. Big ups and thank you to Planet Jerky. Grab you a bag, man, right here, planetjerky.net. If you haven't got you a bag of Planet Jerky, what's wrong with you in life? I'm just playing. But but man, delicious jerky. IE Sports Radio, Planet Jerky, and some sports on the TV, man. What more could you ask for? Maybe some Planet Jerky at a live event. I'm just saying, man. They're at the Lake Elsinore Storm. They're everywhere. All these local markets, man. Trust me, you want some Planet Jerky, delicious stuff, man. Give them a follow here. Let them know Larry B sent you, man. I'm just saying, let them know IE Sports Radio sent you along. Grab you some jerky, man. Always some great stuff there. And of course, my beautiful wife and her awesome thing that she does, man. Seal the Deal wax seals, making these super cool little wax seals, as you saw right there on the promo. Everything, man. Gifts, letters. You want to do old school writing, man? Make a letter and put a little wax stamp like the OGs. I'm talking about OGs, like 200 years ago. I'm a history teacher, so I'm just saying. I know a thing or two about them OGs. Old school. We're talking about like the founding of the USA. Even before that, but they used to love doing those wax stamps. Well, my beautiful wife does it for you, man. Check her out right here. Instagram, Seal the Deal _wax seals. And of course, make your orders right here. Chief, inexpensive, really cool little seals, man. You want to make somebody's day and get a little bit of an extra stamp on there. Really cool, man. IESportsRadio.com /Seal the Deal wax seals. Of course, check us out right here at IESportsRadio.com, man. Show us love. We love the love. We love talking sports. We're just diehards who love talking to other diehards. That's what we do. That's what we've always done. 10 years in the business, y'all. We're doing it. We're loving it. IESportsRadio.com. Sign up, become part of the community. Show us some love. Get our newsletter. We got all kinds of crap going on, man. Listen to all of our shows. We're live right now on IESportsRadio.com under IESportsRadio.com /live streams right now. So, I mean, we are freaking everywhere. Like I said, IESportsRadio.com /shop. Grab you a shirt, grab you a hat, grab you some gear, man, because we are everywhere. Show us love. As always, check us out. Instagram, Facebook, TikTok, X, at iSports Radio. You can follow me or boy Larry B at the THEE_LB53. Show us some love, y'all. Check us out, iSports Radio. We're everywhere. Apple Podcasts, Spreaker, Spotify, iHeartRadio, Google Podcasts, Amazon Music. Did you see all this down here? Everywhere. We're everywhere. This is the recording. You can catch the recording of this show either live on YouTube, on our YouTube channel at iSports Radio, or, of course, this right here will be this recording, along with all of our other recordings, will be on these platforms in just a bit. Yeah, we're everywhere. So enough of all of that, man. I appreciate all of you once again tuning in live on the IE Sports Radio Instagram right now. We thank you for that. Also, so many of you, man. Big ups to Phil Robinson, my boy, man. Of course, everybody jumping on in the chat room as well, in the Instagram, on my personal, just everybody, man. Everybody on Facebook, thank you so much for being here today. We got some sports to get to, y'all. We really got a whole bunch to get to today. Thank you all once again for tuning in. Let's get to it, y'all. So, all right, let's be real, man. The NHL playoffs have been so much fun. And this has been a really fun ride, guys. It really has. I've been enjoying every moment of this. I don't know if you have, if you're hockey fans. Look, hockey's like one of the coolest sports in the world. We know that it's as our hockey show says, their little commercial, they understand it's not everybody's first sport. Big ups, of course, to Adam Karnick and Zach Puplis doing their thing on Tuesday evenings here on the Neutral Zone, covering all things hockey here on IE Sports Radio. But I'll tell you right now, man, hockey is a great sport. You want energy. They got everything. The speed and precision. Well, the precision of baseball, the speed of soccer and basketball. You want the hard hits of football. They got it all, man. They got it all. It is super cool. They even got boxing in there. Hey, they throw down. I'm just saying. It's a really cool sport. And if you haven't become a hockey fan yet, man, I wasn't a hockey fan my whole life, but now I'm like a diehard. I love this game. So today, well, we've been blessed with a great Eastern and Western Conference Finals. And right now, man, over in the East, it has, both of them have been great. But tonight we got Game 6, Rangers taking on the Panthers. Florida leads this thing 3-2. this was a fun series, man. The Rangers started out pretty hot. The Panthers just had to gain some ground. Right now, it is currently 3-2. Florida leading this thing. Can this team from Miami? Remember, last year, the Panthers were humiliated by the Golden Knights. And I think it was game 6 last year. And it was like, what, 8-0? I mean, look, Vegas won it bad. And they got it done. This year, Vegas is nowhere near. They're not. Vegas has no footing. Okay. And this team, this Panthers team, they have no one in their way. I mean, of course, I get it's a different year, but the Panthers, man, this team wants it. They want it so bad. You can see it. And every single time they play, this team wants it bad. So, I mean, realistically, you have an extremely strong Panthers team, a Rangers team who was fought beyond belief to get here. Unfortunately, though, for the Panthers, man, I mean, for the Rangers, they matched up against the wrong team. I'm still going Panthers in this, but I think they'll close it out tonight. Regardless, we may get that game 7 coming up on, I think, Monday. So next up here, tomorrow, we have here the Stars and the Oilers also going head-to-head. Edmonton leads 3-2. Is this going to be a closeout? The Stars have been hot all year. This has been a very talented team. Unfortunately, though, the Oilers, for their sake. Look, man, the Oilers, I will still say Vancouver was the biggest surprise, I think, of the entire NHL. You got to be crazy if you think any other team was a bigger surprise this year, because I didn't see Vancouver anywhere in the playoffs at all. Maybe scratching the surface of becoming somewhat of a playoff team, but definitely not as deep as they went this year. The Oilers, though, man, they were the ones to off Vancouver, and I feel like right now, man, the Stars are they're on one, I know, but the Oilers, big ups to our boy Drewski, man, covering all things in the DFW, showing love, man. I should probably be throwing up some of these banners, man, giving some love to our peeps here. But yeah, man, make sure you follow make sure you follow, of course, Drewski over, man, DFW Raps. He does this thing here on Wednesday nights, covering all things in the DFW, the heart of Texas, man. He's an awesome guy. So yeah, big ups to our boy Drewski, man. He's where's this banner at? I gotta find it real quick. But yeah, man, big ups to our boy Drewski, doing his thing right here, showing love, heart of Texas sports. And then, of course, as I mentioned earlier, the Neutral Zone, man, that's Zach and Adam Karnick there right here doing their thing. So big ups to these guys. Always doing our best here at IE Sports Radio to cover everything. But yeah, I hate to be, to just give him a promotion and then shoot his team down. But I don't know, man. The Oilers look good. It's hard. I would love to see a game 7. I really would, but I don't know. I feel like both the Oilers and the Panthers can close it out today and tomorrow. If anybody has a chance, I do believe, though, to push it to game 7, it is the Stars. Once again, going back to this game here, I'm not gonna hate. I'm not gonna hate on the Rangers. And big ups to our boy Ricky Keeler, man. He's also another big time show here at IE Sports Radio, covering all things New York, man. And of course, that is the New York State of Sports. You can catch him on Thursdays, Thursday afternoons here on IE Sports Radio. But yeah, the Rangers, I just feel like, I don't know. If there's a team who wants it right now, it's the Panthers. I seriously feel like the Panthers are going to win the whole thing. I mean, the Oilers are strong, the Stars are strong. But if I have to pick one of these 4 teams, I mean, the Rangers, I got them making the exit early, at least right now. I got the Panthers going on to defeat either the Stars or the Oilers. But hey, I've eaten crow before. I'm cool with that. But just thoughts. But right now, I feel like that's the team to beat, man. So, okay. Also, in the playoffs, we got these NBA Finals, baby. They are set. Mavericks. How about this, man? The Mavs got it done, defeating a spicy Timberwolves team. This is probably one of the best. Obviously, we haven't seen a Timberwolves team this good in years. And what? It's been since what, KG? Since we've seen a team this good, right? Kevin Garnett. But I'll tell you right now, we have a super strong team here to fear next year. I really do believe that Timberwolves are coming, man. Next year, I don't know if it's going to be their year, but next year is definitely going to be a good year for those guys. Young, came out of nowhere kind of team, all like Vancouver, Vancouver in hockey, that is. Not the Vancouver Grizzlies, y'all. They don't exist. They're Memphis now. Some of you are probably going, Vancouver, we're going back to the 90s. Yeah, this is going to be a lot of fun to watch. Mavericks and Celtics. Look, the Celtics are chasing that 19th banner. as a Laker fan, I don't want to see that happen. But I do want to say the Celtics deserve it, man. I believe they are the better team here. My heart is going with the Mavericks because I just don't want to see the Celtics win that damn banner. And at the same exact time, I feel the Mavericks, man. This team was such a they were the darlings, right? They were the story of the year to follow. And oh my gosh, seeing them win it all. Once again, big ups to my boy Drewski, man. The sports are hot right now in Dallas, right? Uh, they've been on one this year. The Mavericks, man. I mean, seeing this team and seeing Luka just dominate. What do you do? I mean, a couple of my colleagues at work were even talking about it, saying, "Hey, the Mavericks. Think about this. Remember, the Mavericks were the ones to knock off the Heat years ago. You know what I mean? Remember that? I mean, that was with Dirk. I mean, that could be Luka now. So, what is it gonna be? What do you think? Who are you picking? Let me know in the chat. Personally, I hate to say this. I'm telling you, I'm not gonna say it straight out. My heart wants the Mavericks. My brain is telling me Celtics. I don't even know how many games, but it all starts next week. We're talking 6 days from now. Actually, sorry, 5 days from now on Thursday, June 6th. Who are you picking? Let me know. And tomorrow, for sure, we'll be talking a little bit more about this, maybe with some guests and everything. But yeah, gotta love some great basketball. And by the way, speaking of, I said the Mavericks. I'm sorry, the Vancouver Grizzlies back in the '90s. Speaking of the '90s, man, I just want to give a quick shout out here to a team. How about this, man? Club America in Liga MX. They won this thing 2-1 on aggregate. They defeated Cruz Azul, and this is their 15th Liga MX title. They won it last Saturday, man. The Clausura final. Congratulations to those guys. I mean, pretty cool, right? It's cool when you see teams. I mean, they've been a little dominant over the years, yeah, but really good stuff for those guys, man. I got to give them an applause, right? Congratulations, Club America. I know the rivals, right? Kind of like the Lakers, Lakers and Celtics, right? But I'll tell you right now, this is definitely a really cool feat for these guys. I think they have, if I'm not mistaken, the most in Liga MX. But I digress. So congratulations to them. And it has really been a fun year of sports. So with that said, like I said, so much to get into today. We got the Women's College World Series to get into. We, of course, have to cover Memorial Day weekend. That weekend of racing was a lot of fun. Got to talk a little lacrosse in here. Got to really get into the UEFA Champions League final in just a bit. You are listening to the defining moment right here on IE Sports Radio, your direct feed for all that is sports. So much coming up in the next segment of the show, including the Men's College World Series. Oh, yeah, we got a lot to get into, you guys. You don't want to go nowhere. We will see you after this break. Once again, you are now tuned in to the defining moment right here on IE Sports Radio, your direct feed for all that is sports.
What's up, New York? This is Ricky K coming at you at the NY State of Sports, a new show here on IE Sports Radio, your direct feed for all that is sports. Listen to me every Thursday afternoon as we bring you the latest takes on the Yankees, Mets, Jets, Giants, Knicks, Nets, Rangers, Devils, and Islanders. Plus, you get some college hoops and what's the local sports events going on in the area. It's a state that never sleeps, so why not get the opinions and sports takes that never sleep? Again, every Thursday, 2 p.m. to the NY State of Sports. We'll see you then.
up, everybody? This is Darren Rodriguez. Are you a fan of volleyball? Are you a fan of Thunderous Spikes? Then I have the show for you, Set Point, where I cover NCAA men's and women's volleyball, high school boys and girls volleyball, beach volleyball, and even professional volleyball. Catch the action every week here on IE Sports Radio, your direct feed for all that is sports.
That is right, ladies and gentlemen. IE Sports Radio, your direct feed for all that is sports. Welcome back, welcome back, welcome back. Thank you all once again for tuning in, man. We appreciate you all so very much. And it's just a sports kind of day, right? June 1st. Can you believe we're in June already? Like, for real, man. How did that even happen? Like, it was just January, right? I mean, these years just keep rolling, man. But definitely happy to be here with you guys this morning. Big shout out and thank you to everybody tuning in. I mean, I see the numbers just bumping and jumping, man. Appreciate you guys once again. We are live on, for the first time, actually, IESportsRadio.com. Of course, live on Instagram, both my personal and on the IE Sports Radio account, of course, Facebook, the IE Sports Radio account, the YouTube channel. We're everywhere. Thank you guys once again for tuning in, all your love and comments, man. You guys are awesome. Big shout out to all of you. But, man, it has been a fun month. In May, we have just passed the 10-year mark here at IE Sports Radio. And I'll tell you right now, May sports did not disappoint. As we just talked about, we had a really cool playoff in both MLB and NBA playoffs in May. We had some really fun stuff there. We had, of course, the start of the WNBA season. We'll get into that in a little bit. We have lots of stuff, of course, coming up. Now we're getting ready for the women's, I forgot what they call it now, but the Professional Women's Softball League starting on up now in June. I mean, so many cool things coming on up, right? It's not October. October, of course, is my favorite month because that's the sports junction. As I always say, all the sports are here and there and crossing paths and all that fun stuff. But I will say, excuse me, I will say that May is pretty close, though. There's lots of cool sports going on. College sports are just coming to an end, all these cool things. Okay, well, let's get into last weekend. I want to get the auto sports up out of the way real quick because it was a lot of fun last week. And then we're going to jump into the Women's College World Series, Men College World Series, and all that stuff. But you guys, last week, man, Memorial Day weekend racing. It was a lot of fun. It really was. But, okay, for you Formula One fans out there, I'll tell you right now, this year, Formula One has been a lot of fun. I really have enjoyed it. I am not a hater. I'm not hating on Max Verstappen. I think Max Verstappen is one of the best talented drivers in the world, bar none, okay? And I am so excited that he made it, you know? I mean, I keep on coming back to this, but it was like, 5 years ago at COTA, the Circuit of the Americas, when young Max Verstappen in his Red Bull, okay, he was just gunning down the positions, and he was in fourth place, and they told him to back off. It was towards the end of the race, and he was still going hard, but they were just like, concerned, of course, for his safety and for the car. Just back up, And he was like, nah, man, I didn't come all the way over here to America to get fourth place. And he battled all the way to the end. I don't even know if he finished fourth or third or whatever. I know he didn't win. That was during the Lewis Hamilton dynasty, if you will, which, of course, I'm so excited for Lewis Hamilton coming over to Ferrari next year. But I will tell you this. Seeing Lewis dominate as he did was awesome. Will he come back and do it for Ferrari? We'll see. Will it be another Michael Schumacher? I'm just kidding. I don't know if he'll be around that long. Oh, hey, look at big ups to oh, there she is. Blue joining in over here, our little kitty. She just had a birthday, by the way, right after my wife and I celebrated 2 years of marriage. The day after is her birthday, turning 3. So happy birthday, Blue. But I will say this, guys. It's really cool to see, the changes up in Formula One. But Lewis dominated, cool. In his Silver Arrow and Mercedes, now they kind of fell off. Now we have we have Max dominating in Formula One. Okay. I'm not a hater. I'm not being a hater on Max Verstappen. But I will tell you this, man, seeing the same dude win every single week is like, it's kind of frustrating. It's like, it just goes to show either A, one car is extremely dominant and the rest of them are bad, or all the rest of the drivers suck and one guy is really good. I mean, you know what I mean? Like, I don't know. When you get somebody dominating like a season, cool. But when it's like consistent all the time, I don't know, it kind of takes the fun out of it. Kind of like and I don't like to bash either, but some of the soccer leagues around the world, you have La Liga. I mean, it's obvious, right? I mean, we can just go. I mean, I'm not going to get into the soccer leagues right now, but you see like PSG, they've already won the freaking title in Ligue 1 by like December. I mean, it's like halfway through the season. You know what I mean? So I like to see fluctuation. I want to see battles, and honestly, this year we've seen some battles. We really have. It's really exciting. I'm very, very pleased this year, and it's not because Max isn't winning. He's already won a ton of races. Okay. But I'll tell you right now, I think it's really cool when you can see that fluctuation. Okay. And right now, Max is still leading the points. He has 169 points. And currently, second place is Charles Leclerc. Okay. And he is beneath by a good margin, 138 points, second place. And then Lando Norris from McLaren with 113. Okay. I will tell you this right now. It's really cool. I mean, Verstappen has what? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 victories this year. That's courtesy of the Formula One app here that I'm taking a look at. But Norris won one in Miami. That was really cool seeing him win one. Sainz won. Okay, that was pretty cool. Winning, of course, Ferrari in Australia back in March when they went back to back, when they went double there, first and second. Okay. And a 1-2 finish for Ferrari. This past week in Monaco, Leclerc winning the second race for Ferrari this year and getting his first victory this year. I mean, that was super cool. His 6th overall victory. This is head over here. Charles Leclerc, 6th career victory, man. In his first of the season. That's the second podium. Congratulations. He got the victory, man. Hey, you know what? I'm a Ferrari fan. That was pretty cool. Awesome. I really, really, really love when a good race comes to a conclusion that I favor. Kind of like, when your team wins or anything like that. Yes, I've been a Ferrari fan since I was little. I mean, I'm half Sicilian. I what can I do? I love Ferrari. But Monaco, look, Monaco's never going anywhere. Okay. The Monaco Grand Prix is never going anywhere, ever. But here we go again. I don't know. Call me a hater or say I don't like tradition or whatever. But honestly, guys, Monaco's never gonna be that really fun, exciting race. I'm sorry to those who are biased or like, no, it's a crown jewel, and it is. But guys, Monaco's never gonna be that fun, exciting 5 lead change thing. I mean, maybe it has in the past. I don't know. I can't think back right now. But what I do know is that this racetrack, it's on the streets of Monaco. It's super cool, but you're never gonna see this really fun, exciting race where, like I said, you get a lot of league changes and everything. The race is always won on Saturday, guys, in qualifying. Who's the fastest to stay out front, and then that's it. You get the pole, and you just stay out front the entire time because you can't really pass anybody because it's so narrow. Daryl Kinsey Jr. has said it a million times here on IE Sports Radio. They just made their return this past week. The extra mile, shout out to them right there, man. Thursday evenings here on IE Sports Radio. So we've got a lot of shows going on here, guys. So Daryl Kinsey Jr., Christopher Lehman, and Michael Ward doing their thing on Thursdays. If you love auto sports, catch them there on Spreaker.com here on IE Sports Radio, or just head on over to IESportsRadio.com. I'm telling you, IESportsRadio.com, we got all the goodies there. You catch all the shows, the everything, repository. On YouTube, we got the real repository where all the shows are there. Check us out. We're all over the place. But I will say, I just, I love the result. It's just, this race is going to continue to be won on Saturdays, guys. Is what it is, right? Is what it is. I'm not hating. It's just, we're going to enjoy the race. We're going to enjoy it. It's just not going to be what everybody wants it to be, I think. I don't know. Maybe we'll surprise and get a banger soon. I don't know. But what was a banger? Joseph Newgarden, man. Okay. Oh my gosh. The Indy 500 was okay. I hated it. I hated the ending so bad because I was really cheering for Pato Award. Of course, as you just heard right now, okay, from Formula One land, half Sicilian, half Mexican. Of course, I'm American forever, all the way. But of course, really cool when you see your heritages, kind of come into sports like racing and everything. And I thought it was cool, seeing Pato Award. I really thought he was going to be the first Mexican driver to ever win. Don't quote me on that, but I think he would have been. Unfortunately, though, for him, Joseph Newgarden, man, it was such a great finish. I wish I could show videos here without getting copyrighted because it was such a great race. And what a finish. They were neck and neck. Last year was very similar. Just super cool. Last turn 4, though, Newgarden, because Pato Award was kind of baiting him, and he makes his pass. I think turn 2 or on the back straight of Indy, and guess what, man? Or I was actually probably turn 3, I think. And sure as can be, man, Newgarden, boom, passed him, slingshot around him basically, and he was gone. Newgarden does it, man. His 31st career victory, his first of the season, man. Beautiful job for Joseph Newgarden, and he's the 6th driver now in Indy history to win back-to-back Indy 500s. I mean, that's another, come on, guys. I mean, once again, I don't care. That's another applause. Yeah. You got to love it. You got to love it, right? I mean, the dude he's a beast, man. He's going to do great things. He's going to make it happen. I'm happy for him. I really am. I'm happy for him. Newgarden is a big name in IndyCar. He's awesome. But this is hard because I really wanted Award to win this one. I wanted Castroneves to win. I want him to be the dude with 5. I really do. But Castroneves came up short. Big ups to Helio. I'm a big fan of his. But I will say that this was a really, really, really good race. And congratulations again, man. Joseph Newgarden. It was just a lot of fun. And I just feel like right now we have ourselves a very strong field in IndyCar. One bummer that okay, so for those of you who followed this weekend, we had rain delays all over the place. It was annoying, right? And rain delays, they jacked up the start of IndyCar. They jacked up the end of Coca-Cola 600. It sucked. Well, I was excited because Larson, man, how cool. Oh, this is awesome. Okay, I did not know this, Taryn. That's super cool. That's probably when they were doing the Long Beach Grand Prix, which is awesome. Taryn Rodriguez chimes in the chat room, says he saw Helio when he was 8 at a hotel in California. That is awesome. And yes, man, the applause button is getting its workouts today. So thank you. Jump in the chat, man. We appreciate you all. I just want to say this really quick, too. Disclaimer alert. I see you guys. I see you joining in here on the Instagram pages and the Facebook pages. You guys are awesome. Thank you. I see your comments. Planet Jerky, Michelle Edwards, Munoz, Christina Munoz, Phil Robinson, Nini, everybody in there, my boy Tito, everybody, man, we appreciate you all so much. Unfortunately, though, Ralph Khalees, everybody in there. Unfortunately, though, those comments don't show up here on the feed to put on the screen. It's just YouTube for some reason. I see you guys too also on X. My apologies, but I see you guys. Appreciate you all so much. If you want your comment to be put up on here on the screen, look all cool, YouTube, of course, IE Sports Radio YouTube, you'll see us, click on it. You probably already have an account, join in. So I just want to say that, though, disclaimer, because you're probably wondering, like, why is it putting my comment on the screen? I'm sorry, guys. So anyway, so continuing on, though, look, man, the rain jacked it up. Kyle Larson was the first driver in 10 years to try to do the double, man. And that ain't no joke. That's 1,100 miles. It's supposed to be when a driver will enter the Indy 500, typically a NASCAR driver. They'll just, come on over for one race to Indy. And they are in Indianapolis, Indiana. They race the Indy 500, which typically starts, around, it's like 9 o'clock a.m. here for us, 9:30 a.m. Pacific time. So it's about 12:30 over there. Okay, the race starts. And it's about a 2-hour race, okay, 200 laps, 500 miles. Okay, after the Indy 500, they get in a helicopter and they take off to Charlotte, North Carolina. It's a good long flight, okay? It's not like it's, down the street or anything. Can't tell you the exact calculations, but they they fly all the way down to Charlotte. And then that race, okay, starts at about 6:30. Okay, local time, about 3:30 Pacific time. And then they run the Coca-Cola 600. Crazy, right? 2 races in one day. Only a handful of drivers have ever attempted it. And Kirk Busch, of course, being the last one to do it 10 years ago in 2014. Okay, cool. Kyle Larson, this dude had a real chance. Like he really did. A lot like Kirk Busch did 10 years ago. That's not an easy thing to do, guys. That's a hell of a whew, that's hard. Doing those 2 races back to back. You got the flight time. Thankfully, no jet lag. It's the same time zone, but still it's hard, man. I mean, it's crazy. So Kyle Larson had a real chance of doing it. Unfortunately, though, the rain jacked it up, man. The race got delayed like 3 hours. Coca-Cola 600 was already like one stage in, I think, or like a stage and a half in by the time the Indy 500 even ended. Kyle Larson and his family jumped on the helicopter. They got over there. By the time they got there, the race was already like rained out. And I don't know if they ran extra laps, but I do know that they called it, guys. They called it. There was like 150 laps to go. It had to have been a regular race, or not 600 miles. I think it's 400 laps, or I forgot how much it was. But they probably would have finished the race, maybe come close to it and called it. This one had like 150 laps left though, because it's a long race. I think it's like 400 laps around the Charlotte Motor Speedway. And unfortunately, due to weather conditions, the Coca-Cola 600 this year was called. However, Christopher Bell, man, congratulations. He was out front, so he'll win it. He wins his 8th career victory, guys, and his 3rd victory of the season. Pretty cool, man. NASCAR, the fluctuation is everywhere. You don't know who's going to win. Our little game nearest the win on IE Sports Radio. It's really cool. Too complicated to explain, but we play it here, picking the winners every week of the races. And, well, I'll tell you, it's not easy picking NASCAR. But I'll tell you, Christopher Bell, congratulations, man. He got it done. Really, really, really cool. You got to love it, man. Memorial Day weekend racing. Always some fun here, of course. Always remembering our troops, those who passed, the prisoners of war, missing in action. God bless you all. You are never forgotten. We thank you for giving all this freedom to us here in our beautiful country. So we thank you for that. Big ups to them. But I'll tell you right now, this is just a beautiful weekend for so many reasons. I mean, of course, Memorial Day weekend, obviously, right? Because of Memorial Day weekend, but the racing is a lot of fun too. Yeah, Terrence says it best here, man. Kyle Larson doing 2 races in one day. Incredible. Any chance he eventually gets into the racing/motorsports Hall of Fame? Yes, a million times over. Yeah, he's had controversy and whatever in his past. A lot of people have, right? With a lot of different athletes and drivers and whatever. But you guys, I don't even care, man. Kyle Larson, you can't slight what he's done. The guy is one hell of a driver. I really hope next year, I don't know if he's going to do it, but I really hope next year, really, 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 really hope next year he tries it again. That'd be a lot of fun to see him out there. The guy is a hell of a driver. And I would love to see him back out there trying it one more time. Hopefully the weather cooperates, because the weather has its way of doing things sometimes. But don't get me wrong, okay? I'm not hating on the weather either. I know everyone always says, we need the rain. I know. Okay, guys, I get it. We need the rain. I know. We do need the rain. We do need the rain. Okay. But it just sucks when the rain jacks things up sometimes, like your favorite sports. Regardless, yeah, rain is important. So the more we get, we've been in a drought for a while here in California. So I'm just saying, it's kind of nice having the rain. Yes, it is, but it just sucks sometimes. It messes things up. Like I said, like your sports. And people driving crazy for no reason. That's a thing too. So try to stay off the roads when it's raining. Anyway, so yeah, guys. So amen, Larry. Well, thank you very much, Taryn. Thanks, brother. So with that said, man, let's go ahead and move forward. We had some more fun this weekend. Memorial Day weekend, of course, the racing takes the cake. But hey, we had some lacrosse this past week too. And on Sunday, the women's college lacrosse championship was played. Boston College, they'll defeat Northwestern 14-13. What a game, man. The Lady Eagles got it done. They earned their 2nd national championship in program history, and their 2nd in the last 3 years. Of course, they won it back in, I believe, 2021, which is really cool, because their seniors now basically did a bookend. Okay, they won it all when they were freshmen. Okay, of course, the upperclassmen were a big part of that too. It's not because the freshmen came in, they're like super freshmen. I mean, don't get me wrong, they're really good. You know what I mean? Like, obviously. But I think it was pretty cool, because these freshmen at Boston College They won it all in their first year there, and now they got to win it all in their last year there at Boston College. Super cool, man. Yet another, I know. Here we go. Applause button again. I'm really excited for the future of this team. I mean, they continue to win. It's their second one. They've done it. They've done really, really well. So hats off to Boston College. Also, the next day on Memorial Day itself, the men got down, man, and Notre Dame did it. This was not as an exciting game as the women's game, though. 15-5, they defeated Maryland, the Terps, and yeah, the Fighting Irish, man, they will win their second national championship in program history, and of course their second back-to-back. So we have two teams here who've been in and around the championship in the last couple of years, and well, congratulations, Notre Dame, they get it done. Yeah, you already know what's coming. Congratulations. We got to have the applause button here. I'm really excited for Notre Dame as well. This team, they got a lot going for them. They're stacked. Let's see how they continue. Can they pull off a three-peat next year? We'll see. But super cool stuff there. So, okay. With that said, guys, we are going to take one more break today. Just one more. That's all. Just one more. And then when we come back, well, we got some more stuff to get into. Like I said, Women's College World Series, the Men's Women's College World Series. We will, once again, get into the UEFA Champions League a little bit. We have to talk, my gosh, where are we at? I have so many things to talk about. And of course, we get a little bit of a lead into tomorrow's show in the morning. So hopefully you're enjoying the show, guys, learning some stuff, hanging out with me here, all the chats. Thank you very much. Got about another 15, 20 minutes left of the show, and that's it for the day. But hey, we appreciate you for tuning in. One more break. You are listening to The Defining Moment right here on IE Sports Radio, your direct feed for all that is sports. We'll be right back after this.
Sports fans, do you like teams that are tough, cities that are tougher, and fan bases that are passionate about their teams? How about teams that are historic and stadiums that are iconic? Then you belong in Chicago, and you need to check out Chi-Town Weekly. Join me, Adam Kernick, every week as we keep up with all things Chicago sports. Bears, Bulls, Blackhawks, Cubs, White Sox. We'll cover them all, plus more. The Windy City is always buzzing, and we'll keep you up on all the big games and major stories. So tune in to Chi-Town Weekly every week right here on IE Sports Radio, your direct feed for all that is sports.
Are you a fan of Buffalo sports? Are you thinking of changing loyalties and becoming a Buffalo sports fan? Do you even know where Buffalo is on the map? Did you know Canada is closer to Buffalo than New York City? Welcome to the Buffalo Huddle, every Tuesday night at 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time and 4 p.m. Pacific Coast Time on IE Sports Radio, your direct feed for all that is sports. I'm your host, Patty Bax. This is a podcast designed for you, the passionate sports fan. I know you love your sports. Who doesn't? I cover Buffalo sports and so much more by bringing in the human elements. I call it Buffalo Sports with a Twist. Join me as we take a journey into the world of Buffalo sports. I guarantee you'll fall in love with Buffalo just like I did. Each week we start with an inspiration, question of the day, a Buffalo fun fact, and our weekly challenge to you, the listener. come huddle up with me every Tuesday at 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time and 4 p.m. Pacific Coast Time for the Buffalo Huddle with Patty Bax on IE Sports Radio, your direct feed for all that is sports. As we say in Buffalo, go Bills!
That is right, ladies and gentlemen. IE Sports Radio, your direct feed for all that is sports. Well, so many great shows here at IE Sports Radio. I mean, seriously, I'm telling you, as a friend, I'm telling you. Maybe for a friend. IESportsRadio.com, man. Show love. Trust me, it's a fun place. It's a fun place. We really love our sports, all right? So we're those people, you know what I mean? So we appreciate you all so very much once again for being here. Thank you again. The chat room, man, has been fun. The numbers up here on the top, I could see, man. We've had a ton of listens today. From the bottom of my heart, I just always say, man, thank you, man. As it goes, nothing is possible with, of course, nothing is possible without our Lord and Savior, Jesus Christ. For without him, nothing is possible. And of course, without you guys, IE Sports Radio is not possible. So one more applause button, man. You guys, big ups, and thank you to the listeners. 10 years of IE Sports Radio, man. You guys are incredible. Thank you for making us want to come back and do this every single year. You guys are awesome, and it's been a lot of fun. It really has been a lot of fun. So to everybody listening all over the different platforms we're on today, thank you guys so very much. We got a little bit of show left for y'all, tad bit of show left up for y'all today. All right, so we're gonna have some fun getting on into that. So the Women's College World Series, bro, like I'll tell you, it's been a lot of fun. I am so excited for the ending. I mean, we've already had a couple of teams be eliminated. It started on Thursday. Of course, it was really neat seeing, the regionals, super regionals. Right now, the Men's College World Series is currently in the regionals. And, I mean, if you really, really, really want, I guess, twist my arm. The group stages, of course. First group in Knoxville, Tennessee, Southern Miss, Indiana, and Northern Kentucky. In the Greenville group, we have East Carolina, Wake Forest, VCU, and Evansville. In Norman, we have, of course, Oklahoma, Duke, UConn, and Oral Roberts. In Tallahassee, we have Florida State, Alabama, UCF, and Stetson. In Fayetteville, we have Arkansas, La Tech. We have Kansas State and Southeast Missouri. In Charlottesville, we have Virginia, Mississippi, St. John, and Pennsylvania. In Tucson, we have Arizona, Dallas Baptist, West Virginia, and Grand Canyon. And finally, in Chapel Hill, obviously, we have North Carolina, LSU, Wofford, and Long Island. So there you go, guys. LIU in the house. So yeah, man, we're just getting started. By the end of this weekend, we will have the Super Regionals ready to rock and roll. And there you go. So this last past week in softball has been pretty crazy. We got to Thursday. UCLA knocks off Alabama 4-1. Oklahoma just gives it to Duke, 9-1. They finished in 6 innings. Originally, it's 7 innings, I think. But Texas defeats Stanford 4-0, and then Florida defeats Oklahoma State 1-0. Okay, it's double elimination, so they have to lose twice in order to be eliminated. Well, elimination games started on Friday. Alabama, of course, last night defeated Duke. From what I understand, it was a crazy ending, man. It was like a home run to win the game, walk off, or I don't know. It was pretty crazy. But Alabama defeats Duke 2-1. Duke goes bye-bye. They were the first team headed home. And then, of course, we have Stanford defeating Oklahoma State in 6. Unfortunately, there for the Cowgirls, they are headed home. So those two teams are on their way home. Today, UCLA taking on Oklahoma. That's going to be a sight to see. And these two teams are undefeated. So they play each other, and the winners just go on. All right. And Florida versus Texas, the winners, of course, go on. And the losers will then take on Alabama and Stanford in the elimination game. I don't know who's going to play who, but Alabama and Stanford are waiting tomorrow for the losers of those games. Once again, the losers of those games will be eliminated, and then they will play the winners of UCLA and Florida, and so on and so on. And then next week we'll have our actual 3 games, or won't be a 3-game series, but you get it, double elimination. And then whoever wins it, guys, all the way to the end wins it. So really, really, really cool. Currently right now in the stages, currently right now, sorry, with the teams, I wanted to bring about something really cool for the 2024 Women's College World Series. UCLA, they're still in it, right? They've won 12 titles. They actually have the most titles in all of women's softball, NCAA women's softball. And before they won 2019, that's their last title that they won. Before that, the last one they won was 2010. Of course, before that, they've won a lot more. But recent years, UCLA has been a little off. However, they still have the most titles in NCAA women's softball. Can they do another one today? Can they win it? Or sorry, this year? We'll see. Bruins are looking good. Okay, next up, Oklahoma. They have 7 titles, but look at all these. They've won since 2000. In the last 24 years, they've won, or 23 years, they've won 7 titles. That's amazing, right? So congratulations to those ladies over the last 20 years. They've really done a lot there. And it's really cool to see how good this team really is. I mean, my gosh, coach there is extremely proud of her team. I forget her name, but yeah, they've done a three-peat, guys. Look at that. 2021, 22, and 23. Can they win another one? Can they get it done? Can they win this thing tonight? Or not tonight, but this year? I don't know if 4-peat's ever been done, but they might pull it off, all right? And if they do, they'll be the first one to win it. So they've been dominant. Oklahoma, man, those Sooners get it done. So will they win one? Florida, they've only won 2 titles, and they were back-to-back, 2014, 2015. Texas has never won a title, you guys. Stanford has also never won a title. And Alabama, they won 1 in 2012. Those are the remaining teams. Who will win it? Who are you cheering for? ESPN has all of these awesome games, the ESPN app, where I get a lot of my sources from. Trust me, you're going to want to tune in for some women's softball. So really cool stuff there. As I mentioned already, the Men's College World Series is, in the regionals at the moment. And what would today's show be? Of course, that little MLB action. Okay, let me just go ahead and say this, man. The Dodgers are looking good. Oh, they're looking good. I think they have the 4th or 5th best record in the MLB right now. But just going over the standings really quick. Our series of the week, the iSports Radio series of the week, is, of course, the ESPN series of the week. Just want to post that up there. But Phillies and Cardinals. Yesterday was really cool seeing the Phillies wear their, I don't know if it was retro throwback. It was really cool. They were blue and white instead of red or blue and yellow. It looked like Michigan. Okay, instead of their usual red and white that they wear. But yeah, man, they won that game 4-2, so they lead that series. Game 2 coming up today, and of course, game 3 tomorrow for Sunday Night Baseball on ESPN. Now, really crazy, man. The New York Yankees just finishing off their series with the Angels. The Yankees are just looking good. The Red Sox finally look a little bit better. Last year, the Red Sox looked like crap. But this year, the American League has been a lot of fun to watch. The AL East has been something. Toronto, my goodness, they were awesome last year and the last few years. This year, they are bottom feeders, trailing by 11.5 games. It's been rough. I know injuries happen. It's been crazy. But can we just show a little love to the Orioles, man? The Orioles this year looking pretty good. They're only 2 games back from the Yankees. The AL East is something fun to watch this year. In the AL Central, how about Cleveland? Everything bad happens with sports over there. It feels so bad for Cleveland sports, man. They can't catch a break, but I know what's going on right now. The Browns are on the up and up. Hopefully they're looking better. But the Cleveland Guardians, man, this team, 38-19. They're leading by 4 games right now. You know what? Congratulations to this team. They're playing good baseball. And it's really cool to see how well they've done. It really is. It's really cool to see how well they've done. And I feel like right now, let this team continue to do their thing, right? I mean, once again, injuries happen. They're a part of the game. But the Central's not the hardest division. It's really not. I mean, okay. The Royals, they're so-so. They haven't been that great, though, in the last couple of years. Minnesota, they kind of fell off. Detroit, they weren't that good to start with. And Chicago, man, the White Sox, we're in June, bro, and they've only had 15 wins. So he's just not there yet, all right? So, yeah, in the Central, Cleveland can totally get this thing done. Okay, in the West, yeah, the Angels suck. Like, I'm really happy that we have two teams, my wife and I. We rep the Dodgers and Angels because the Angels are trash. 21 victories isn't much better than the White Sox 15 victories right now, at the bottom of the AL West. But I'll tell you right now, man, Seattle, this team is on the good one right now. They're leading by 4 games over Texas. These two Texas teams just can't get right, man. It's like life. Remember, Can't Get Right? From that movie Life with Eddie Murphy and Martin Lawrence. I love using that reference because can't get right. I mean, yeah, man. The two Texas teams, the defending champions, man. Texas. The Rangers have seen their up and downs this year. I know that, but they're trailing by 4. Seattle's a good team though right now. And you know what? The West is up for grabs. Okay, the Astros, they're 6.5 back. Oakland, this goes to show you, Oakland is a terrible team, and the Angels are beneath them. So that says a lot about the Angels, right? So the West is kind of not really a surprise. It's kind of a toss-up. Seattle, Houston, and Texas for sure. That's going to be who it's between. I don't know. Maybe Oakland will go up for the party. I don't know. But the Angels, they need to get together. Anyway, in the NL East, though, man, the Phillies leading by 6.5 games. It's safe to say this team is on one. They're 40-18 right now. Atlanta, I'm a little surprised. I wanted to see Atlanta really, really excel this year. The Phillies, though, are really taking the cake. Washington, the Mets, and the Marlins just looking mediocre. Okay, not mediocre, actually looking kind of bad. But what do you do, right? These 3 teams kind of looking like they don't want to play baseball at the moment. But Philly for sure looking good out front. Can the Braves catch them? We'll see. It's a long season, guys, so maybe, who knows. But in the NL Central, Milwaukee, man, how about these guys? They're leading by 6 games as well, looking pretty comfortable out front. Brewers looking good at 34-23. St. Louis, they're there, but they're not, and they're not doing themselves any favors. Like yesterday, losing to the Phillies, they could knock off a big team here. The Cardinals have so many chances to get there, right? There's 162 games. Everyone has chances, but the Cardinals have a good team. It's not like they're bad. It's just they're playing kind of crappy right now. And then, of course, rounding them out, right behind them is the Cubs, which the Cubs aren't lightning good or anything. They're not. They're not like the best team out there. But I'll tell you, the Cubs have potential. Okay. Pittsburgh, they're behind, of course, 8 games back. And then Cincinnati, 9 games back as well. They need a lot of help. Regardless, though, it'll be fun in the Central. The last couple of years, the Central, I mean, what was it, like 2 years ago? The Central was like all within 5 games, I think, in midsummer. Pretty cool, right? So, I mean, the Central, let's see if it sparks up again. These teams all get close again with their wins. And then, of course, you have the NL West, man. The Dodgers just looking like the Dodgers, man. Look, it is World Series or bust. I'm sorry. You have all that damn talent. you have Mookie. You have Yamamoto now. Lux, Mookie Betts. I mean, guys, like, how do you not win with that talent? Outman's out there doing his thing. This is one talented team, Kershaw coming back. When he does. But honestly, I just feel like right now this team is stacked. They have a lot going for them. The Dodgers, I know they've won 36 games and lost 23, but they should have been one more. I'm just saying the Dodgers are good, not just because I'm a fan, but they're a very good team, man. I mean, Ohtani, added to the mix. Guys, it's time. You know what I mean? 5.5 victories right now. That's good, but more, more. The Padres currently second place, 5.5 back, and the Giants 6.5 back. You have Arizona and then Colorado. They kind of fell off. Arizona, poor things, man. Seeing them last year make it as far as they did, that was awesome. But it sucks because now they're just back to what they were years ago, right? And you feel so bad for them. Arizona sports have had a rough go, man. It'd be nice to see them win one year, but I'm definitely still taking my Dodgers. Okay, seeing how they're going to work this year. Hopefully they get it done. But a little bit of MLB there, you guys, and then just to end off the show, a couple of things here, man. UFL. If you guys have not been following the UFL, it's been a great league. You know what? I'm not going to hate. I really not. I like the UFL. I like what the UFL's brought this year, and I really enjoy this football. look, it's not like this amazing NFL show they're putting on out there, but who gives a crap? It's football. It's a spring league. They found a way to unite two leagues. Let's bring them together. This isn't the AAF. You know what I mean? This isn't that. This isn't the World Football League back in the 70s and 80s or whatever. You know, it's not the old USFL. It's not the XFL. They brought it together, man. I really like it. We're in our last week. Today, we have here the Panthers at 7-2 taking on the Stallions at 8-1. That'll be a lot of fun. And then, of course, the Brahmas at 7-2 taking on the Battlehawks at 6-3. Sweet. Tomorrow we have the Renegades, who've just seen better days, at 2-7 taking on the Defenders at 4-5. Also, they've seen better days. And the Roughnecks at 1-8 taking on the Showboats at 1-8. They have definitely seen better days. So today we have like the good games. Tomorrow we have the hopefully they're good games because those teams aren't really going anywhere. And the playoffs are basically set. Birmingham taking on Michigan in the USFL. And in the XFL, we have San Antonio taking on St. Louis. That's pretty much it, guys. That's it. We only have 2 weeks to playoffs coming up. Next week on the 8th and the 9th, we have the USFL Conference Championship and the XFL Conference Championship. And then after that, on June 16th, we have the UFL. Oh my gosh, I'm sorry, United Football League Championship coming up. So, really excited for that. I really am. And we should be excited for football that takes us into the spring, right? And from the spring into the summer. Let's hope that this is the true feeder league, man. The college football season just got released. I was looking at some of the game. I mean, I don't know how long it's been released, but I was looking at some of those games there. Should be another great season of college football, but can we not have college football be the feeder? We really do need a minor league, man. Everybody has one. It's ridiculous that the NFL doesn't have that. And it's really sad to say that money has corrupted college sports so freaking much, especially college football, that has really become the true feeder league. Okay, we can't have that, man. I would like that for the guys who just fly under the radar. Go to the UFL, man. Condition, pick up your skills, sharpen them. Can you make it? Some will, some won't. Okay, cool. Probably the majority won't, but hey, some will get their chance in just a couple more years. Playing in a professional league, not getting paid as much, but still getting it. I mean, we need that, right? So I'm all for it. Okay, also, really quick, guys, got to throw some love here to, I know we got a little bit of time, but NWSL, man. We were talking about this last night. If you have not checked out the Sports Cup Perspectives, my beautiful wife and I, Cecilia, we talked about this last night. Our beloved San Diego Wave, not doing so hot this year, currently 9th place with 12 points. But right now, Orlando, man, the Orlando Pride currently leading with 27 points. The Kansas City Current with 25 points. And then to lead out of the top 3, we have Washington, the Washington Spirit, with 24 points. So got some action for you today. Louisville taking on Houston and San Diego taking on Orlando. Can the Wave catch them and maybe get a nice little victory there to pick up the points? Or will Orlando just run away with this one and keep on doing their thing at the top of the league? We will see. So that, of course, I'm sorry, that's not today. That is next week on Friday, the 7th. So anyway, guys, a little bit of soccer action there for you. I know this is the end part of the show. We're going to kind of jump around and give you kind of what's coming on up next. The UEFA this year, the Champions League, well, not the Champions League, sorry. The UEFA European Championship is coming up this year. Super excited, man. Italy's back in it. Yeah. Taking on Albania on June 15th. But it all starts on Friday, June 14th. Germany and Scotland. Who are you taking? We have the tables all set, ready to rock and roll, man. Who are you taking this year? Let's see. It's always going to be great, man. I love this summertime cup or whatever you want to call it. It's always so much fun to watch. It ain't the World Cup, but it's definitely a great cup to watch every year, man. So who are you taking? We will find out. We'll talk about that more tomorrow because, of course, we're running out of time here. And, of course, we have here the Copa America starting up this year in the summertime. Well, we're a couple weeks away, really. But Copa America, another really, really, really fun deal. Getting ready to start in just a couple of weeks. So, yeah, I believe that's starting up. My gosh, when is that? That's Copa America starts, I believe, sometime in June. I know that. It's like the 18th or something or 19th. But, yeah, should be awesome. The 20th, guys, 20th. So we'll talk about that coming up as well. Copa America action coming on up this year. in the world of soccer. So once again, so many great things coming on up, guys. The Olympics, so excited. I know that's of course during or close to the end of the summer, but the official day for the opening ceremony, I believe, is the 26th, if I'm not mistaken. Yes. The Summer Olympics opening ceremony is July 26th. So be ready for that, man. There's so many great things, right? Like I said, the women's professional softball league coming on up. So I think it's already started or close to being started. And of course, we want to end off with a little bit of WNBA action. Just, some rapid fire here at the end. WNBA just got underway a couple of weeks ago, and it was a lot of fun. Good start. My Sparks not doing so well, but as of right now, man, Sky are taking on the Fever at the moment. But Connecticut, the Sun, they're looking strong, 7-0 so far on the season. New York right behind them, 6-2, and Minnesota at 5-2 behind them. Okay, Caitlin Clark haters, stop hating, man. Stop hating. She's still awesome. I know they're 1-8. I know that everyone's like, oh yeah, look how good she is now. Whatever. It's college, man. Give the girl a break. She's amazing. She's done some great things in college that people have ever done. Okay. And I'm just telling you right now, she's awesome. So give her some time. All right. Give them some time. I think the Indiana Fever is going to be really good. So definitely looking forward to them, and big shout out, of course, to Indiana. So anyway, guys, that's going to do it, man. We're going to cue them. We're going to talk a little bit here at the end about, today, of course, the UEFA Champions League final coming on up. But, man, big ups and thank you to everybody, man. We appreciate you all. Cue the music, y'all. We are up out of here. Oh, yeah. We're going to get down here at the end, man. We appreciate you all so very much for tuning in. You guys are amazing, man. Thank you guys, as always, for making the show what it is, man. You guys are awesome. And certainly excited to see all of you here, chat room, showing some love, man. But today, UEFA Champions League final. Who do you have? As I said earlier at the start of the show, man, Real Madrid, 14 titles. They won the first and second ever, in 56 and 57, I think, way back then, around that. Okay, so these two teams are awesome. Who is it, though, man? Who is it? The best team in Spain, or one of the best teams in Spain, taking on one of the best teams in Germany. Real Madrid, their last victory, or last UEFA Champions League final, they defeated Liverpool 1-0 2 years ago in 2022. Who is it? Who are you going to take? Or are you taking Dortmund? Their last title and their only title they ever won was back in 1997, where they won 3-1 over Juventus. I don't know. It's a tough one for me. I want to see a team get it done today who hasn't won in a long time. Don't hate Real Madrid. Don't hate, but I'm going to go with Dortmund. This is going to be a great game today. Let's see what they do. Let me know. You can, of course, tweet at me. Don't get too mean. Just kidding. Tweet at me, though, of course, at TheXP_B53. You can follow all the sports we got going on. We got tons of crap going on, man. IE Sports Radio. We are everywhere, all right? Right here, Instagram, X, Facebook, TikTok, IE Sports Radio. Show us some love, man. Look at all the awesome platforms we're on. Once again, Apple Podcasts, Spreaker, Spotify, iHeartRadio, Google Podcasts. We're all over the place. Catch a recording of this show and all of the recordings of our shows everywhere. All right. All over these places. YouTube as well. We thank you so much. Big ups and shout out once again to our sponsors, man. Planet Jerky, premium brisket beef jerky, the official jerky of not only the Lake Elsinore Storm, but of IE Sports Radio. Head on over to planetjerky.net. Grab you a bag, man. It's too good to not have. Follow them right here on Instagram at planetjerky.net. Show them some love. Seal the Deal Wax Seals, my beautiful wife, man. This is great work. Sealing stamps for your gifts, letters, all kinds of cool stuff, man. Baby showers, weddings. Show some love, man. Right here, Seal the Deal _wax seals on Instagram, Facebook at Seal the Deal Wax Seals. Make your order right here at iSportsRadio.com/seal the deal. I'm sorry, Seal the Deal Wax Seals. iSportsRadio.com/Seal the Deal Wax Seals. Of course, iSportsRadio.com. Show us some love, man. We're live right now on iSportsRadio.com/live streams. Okay, check it out at the top of the page. All of our shows will be there on StreamYard, the majority of them at least. Getting everybody to convert to StreamYard, kind of hard, but hey, everyone's getting with it, kind of. iSportsRadio.com/shop. Grab you one of these bad boys, one of these shirts here, hat. We appreciate you also very much once again for just all your support. Whether you grab something from the store or not, we thank you all so much. You guys are beautiful. Thank you as always. Once again, big ups to our Lord and Savior Jesus Christ. Without him, nothing is possible. And of course, to all of you guys out there. Without you guys, IE Sports Radio is not possible. We thank you all so very much, man. Tomorrow, right back at it. Yes, so much more. Your weekend morning sports show here. The defining moment with me, your boy Larry B. That is going to do it, you guys. I'm up out of here. You guys have been amazing. Check out all of our awesome shows here. Once again, iSportsRadio.com. That's everything you want to know. The schedule for the day, all the cool stuff going on here, man. Sign up, become a member. It's free. Join in our chat room. Check out our blog. Awesome blog headed by Mr. Mike Pat. Just awesome, great people. You guys at iSports Radio. This is me, your boy Larry B, signing off. I'll see y'all tomorrow. Until then, take care. And as always, God bless.